Hey folks, Moose here. So in this video we're going to be doing yet another reboot. This is a UPC, or an uninterrupted power supply, something like that. It's a great big old heavy thing, and so of course first things first, scrap is the lowest value of any item. If it works or has working parts, make sure you sell them. You'll make more money that way, guaranteed. But this one is dead, and yeah, so we're just going to take it apart and we'll show you what's inside. Alright, so this bugger, you really only need, again, scrapping doesn't require a whole lot of tools. What you see here is pretty much all you need. Drill, wire cutters, pliers, a couple of screwdrivers maybe. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut off this cord. Now these cords are very thick, and I'm actually going to strip this one. So now I'm just going to find our entry point, which looks like there. Oh, now first things first, there's a few things I want to point out. So you have, I guess, coaxial cable lines go in this. These two things are gold plated. The nut that you find on there, that is, oddly enough, gold plated as well. And in order to get that plastic panel off, you are going to have to unscrew them. There's that. Alright, it's got my little gold plated screw or nuts. So right here we've got a battery pack, which is 4 lead acid batteries. It says PB on it, that's lead. Alright. So this battery pack, I'm assuming is dead, which is why the whole thing's not working and being scrapped. But you know what happens when you assume. Anyway, those fetch a good price at the scrapyard. They really don't make these things scrapper friendly. No idea why. But there we go. That's one way to get the job done. Alright. So we got that. Alright. So, buried in there, that connector in the back, there's 2 small pieces of brass, which is where the battery pack connector. And yes, if you watch my other videos, you're probably realizing that, hey, he's not being quite as gentle as he normally is. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this done. I want people to kind of get a more accurate feel of how much time you put into this stuff versus what you get out of it. And of course, it's always one more screw. Where is it? I don't see it. Alright, we'll start clearing some stuff out of the way. Okay, so let's take a look at this board. Wow, that's an interesting board. Okay, so this, while technically a power board, it's actually got quite a bit of precious metal bearing material on it. So number one, let's start off with IC chips. So I've got a whole bunch of tiny IC chips all over the place. We've got these relays, which, as you've seen in some of my other videos, they have copper and silver. So, just cracked one open, so you got the copper spool in there, and well, these are actually some decent sized silver nuggets in those little contacts. This one's got 3 contacts in there. Most of them have 2, but one's got 3. Alright. We've got all of these little capacitors here. See these little just capacitors, like gray one, the blue one, that big blue one, those right there. Those may contain silver. All right. We've got, let's see, of course, some copper chunks here and there. Transformer, big transformer, massive transformer over here. It weighs probably at least 5 pounds. All right, we've got these big chunky aluminum heat sinks that have all those little transistors, MOSFETs. I'm not quite sure what you call them, but they're usually like screwed into those aluminum heat sinks. Those may contain gold. There's one of them right there without a heat sink stuck to it. Well, technically that little piece of copper in the back's a heat sink, but copper here. Some gold-plated pins in there, like IDE type pins. The phone jack, we can plug. That's actually not a phone jack. That's like an Ethernet line. Gold-plated pins in that. Okay. I don't see any tantalums, but I do see. Oh, there's a little crystal oscillator right there. And I do see a lot of other SMDs that may contain precious metals, like those right there. Those can contain like ruthenium, platinum group metals. There's some MLCCs here and there. They're very tiny though on this one. Alright, that's pretty much it for that board. Big old board. We've got another little board hiding out here. Always wear eye protection. There we go. Alright, so this is a little circuit board for like an LCD screen. And just going to straighten out those little prongs to release the board. Alright. So, low grade wire right there. You got this little board right here. You see some gold flashing on it. It looks kind of dull, so it might be actually some pretty decent gold flashing. We've got this black blob right here. That can be treated just like an IC chip. There's going to be gold bonding wires in there. Finish getting this thing off the back. Alright, got that little LCD screen. Some folks are saving them. Little piece of plastic. Alright, and underneath it, there are those two strings of like gold fingers. We also got these little tactile switches that will have a little bit of silver underneath them, and these little LEDs, which will have some gold in them. So that's that. And back to this board. Alright, so this is the one. Well, actually, no, that's. Yep, that's full line. So there's a lot of crap in here that's clamped in kind of funny. So this is the board that had the little phone jacks on it, so those little gold-plated pins are there. We've got more wire. We've got this switch, this little breaker reset switch over here. So if you break this apart, you'll likely find a little bit of silver in there. got these guys. So this is the brass strips where the plugs go in. These are really difficult to pull out, and I don't know why. Oh, yeah, now we do. Because of the plastic in there. So yeah, so these will come out with a respectable show of force. So I just dug my flathead screwdriver in there and whipped them out. So you got a chunk of brass there. All that's brass. Again, we've got that big old transformer, which looks like you want to give the wire a scratch. Yep, that's copper, not aluminum. So that's a big one. So if you wanted to cut that off there, like straight through, certainly could. Get yourself a nice chunk of copper. And then we got this wire, which is all really thick wire. It's all copper. And can't forget the little fan holder. Little fan. Alright, so that is a UPC system. Or UPS? UPS, sorry, UPS system. So yeah, I mean, every one that I've scrapped have been pretty much the same thing. It's always, 2 to 4, lead acid batteries, a lot of gold-plated stuff in there, a lot of brass, a lot of copper. So if you find a UPS system, definitely grab it. There's some good scrap value in there. Yeah, definitely a few bucks per. I mean, just the batteries. Let's see, well, last time I saw them, they were like 20 cents a pound, and that's probably 10 pounds. So you got $2 just in batteries. And that's not including brass, copper, all the other odds and ends, little bits that have gold plating on them. It all adds up. So that's that. And I didn't take that apart yet, did I? Nope, yeah, nothing. Alright, so thanks for watching. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell. Make sure you check out Scrapper Girl's channel and send your thoughts and prayers out to her. She's been struggling with some health issues, and from the sounds of it, may not be coming back to YouTube. So keep her in your thoughts. And I think that's it. So make sure you check out the description for the rules to enter my 100,000 subscriber giveaway. Make sure you check out the links at the end of the video, and the links to other videos and to other channels. And thanks for watching. See y'all later.